You said the Bucks. You brought up the Memphis Grizzlies twice, and then again, you brought up that game about the 76ers and there was no James Harden. I didn't say that. So even the points you were making to accentuate your point, right? It's all good. It's all
going up against going up against it, and most likely the MVP recipient, as well as
Embiid went off in that game.
But like that type of shit just does not matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter, bro? So wait.
And then the context as well.
Yeah, if they had James Harden in the game, likely looks a little bit different. Yeah, you're right. We all agree. Yes, 1,000%.
Yeah, but then if I know.
Okay. So wait, hold on, KB. Should I hold it against you? Does it mean that you're getting swept by the Nuggets that you lost to them without Jokic? Is that what that
Nobody
means?
cares about the Nuggets.
No, I'm asking KB. I'm asking KB.
I am KB.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yes, it is.
KB, that same logic.
Yes, I am.
Oh wow. What the fuck has this?
I don't know. I'm
Yo. All right, let's move on to because we're in the first round of a fucking Kings and Warriors series. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna ask, please, not to continue to be as toxic because this next series I feel like it's like toxic. The Phoenix Suns and the Los Angeles Clippers.
The Suns in 5, but we can move on.
Clips in 6, nigga.
Well, PG might come back per tomorrow. So
yeah, I'm speaking under the assumption that PG won't come back.
PG might be coming back. He's probably gonna.
Did he make a statement to that?
He's making a statement
tomorrow.
No,
he said he's gonna give it a go.
He said he gonna do some shit.
Got Suns in 4.
Sounds like he's gonna give it a go.
PG
said
he'll say
Suns in 4 is crazy. You niggas are
Suns in 4. West, watch out for the broom, nigga.
Insane.
Watch out for the broom. They ain't lost with KD yet. They ain't lost with KD yet.
Nigga, who did they play, bad guy? I
don't give a fuck. And I like KD. I like the 7-foot Devin Booker with Devin Booker, dog. I like Devin Booker dropping 35 points a game.
KD the 7-foot Devin
I like
Booker
this duo
is
better than Steph and fucking KD. I like
That's
these
so
players.
disrespectful to Kevin Durant.
What is this nigga talking about?
Yeah, I told you about the 7-foot Devin Booker.
so
Look, that took a whole year to come around, didn't it? It took a whole year. But listen, that squad is balling with them two. And Chris Paul, especially when I seen him the other night when he started shooting more a little bit, like, all right, I might have to be off ball and let them play. You ain't see him knocking them shot? All right, bet. Give me them in 4. Hey, Jay Will, get in the fucking car.
4?
Speak on this series, bro. I know.
And 4 is insane.
Hey, yo, who you got? Because I know how you feel about KD. So like,
oh my god, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I had the Clippers in 6.
Ooh,
that's on brand for your podcast. So I can't be.
That's on brand.
He said that's on brand.
That's on brand, man.
I just think that
Bro, the more I thought about.
Wait, Lo, you're finally done trolling.
No, I'm gonna keep it 100. The more I thought about this series, I the Clippers in 6. Bro.
If nobody's coming back.
Yeah, even if PG doesn't, like, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro.
That's how confident niggas are.
Oh no, I'm not that confident.
Bro, I'm dying. I'm living by this, bro.
Hey, good. I will say,
I'll give y'all a game. I'll give y'all a game.
I will say, real basketball is that actually pay attention to hoops, bro. Not narrative to Todd, bro. I think the Clippers have a much better defensive ceiling than those dudes with the Suns. So
way better.
I do think that this is going to be a lot tougher than people realize, even without PG.
It's a mid-off. I'm not.
All right, now that's a mid-off, but y'all are winning in 6 or 5 versus.
So yeah, I think the Suns should be favored in this series.
It is a mid-off too.
Like I've said before,
Wes, you think the Suns should be favored?
Yes, with no PG. I think the Suns should be favored in this
with no PG.
100%. Yeah.
I do think that this is a very close series though. And I'm leaning more toss up than anything, and splitting hairs. Like, I think the longer the Clippers can extend the series, the better chance PG comes back. And because I think that can happen, just due to the depth, like if there's any team that can make a series out of anything, like make a series out of anything when you have injuries, it's the Clippers. And as a result of that, I think I'll lean Clippers, even though I feel like the Suns should be favored.
You must think we in a bubble.
Wait, could I ask Wes and Guz a question?
Why would you say that?
How do you act? I said act. How do you feel about the Devin Booker and Eric Gordon matchup? If they were to,
just him defending him.
Yeah, the Eric Gordon defending Devin Booker.
I don't think it's gonna be a one-on-one.
Eric Gordon.
I think. Yeah. So personally,
Terrence Mann not playing.
personally, I think the way I would have them set it up, I would start with Kawhi on D-Book. I wouldn't just. I said this the other day. I think you have a better shot at like keeping him under wraps. I think if you put Kawhi on him, you could virtually take him. Like you could possibly take him out that series. Not completely. Yes, he's going to have moments in that series, but I think the more inefficient you can make D-Book, I think the better off I think it is for the Clippers, because I think the one thing that I haven't seen KD do, and granted it's regular season, so maybe in the playoffs, KD says, "Nah, fuck this, give me the ball. Like, I'll do it all myself if I have to. Just stay out my way, let me cook, and I got us. I get us home." And
he definitely will do it.
yeah,
Though,
I'm saying if that's what is transpiring, then I would
He
go
not
KD.
doing that.
Then I would go Kawhi on KD, but I would start off Kawhi on D-Book and try to guard Durant with just size and length. I would see
with who, nigga? Say
Batum
the
and
name.
Rocco. I would play Rocco.
Batum nice.
And look,
Respect
in those
Batum. Respect
lineups,
Batum.
I'm not gonna lie,
and then
That's 50, 40, 90 club right there.
when T-Man subs in, while Kawhi's on the court with T-Man, I would put Kawhi on KD and let T-Man guard D-Book. And I would just swap back and forth between, like, depending on who's in the game. And T-Man might have to close more games in this series. He might get a lot of burn. I think T-Man's offense has been, like, really bad recently. And if that trend continues, I'm not sure if you can afford him being on the court as often as you could earlier, because you don't have PG anymore, at least to start off. But yeah, I think to me, that's the matchup. Now, you all might disagree. You might say, no, I would trust EG, and that's not bad. Like, I want to be very clear. I trust EG as a defender. I would put him on Chris, though. And I will put Russ on a guy like Okogie, however you pronounce it.
Okogie. Why would you not put him on Book?
Who?
Russ.
I wouldn't put Russ on Book because I think I would prefer Russ to guard a guy like Okogie.
Why?
Because you can roam. I think Russ is I think he's a better roamer than EG, but at the same time, I feel like battling Okogie, like, with boards and just that energy, I think Russ could potentially do a better job. Also, just being stern on the ball and being able to, like, stay connected off ball, I think EG is, like, slightly better at that. And I trust EG's ability to stay engaged when D-Book doesn't have the ball. I think Russ is always looking to help anyway. So put him on a guy he can roam off of.
I think Russ is the X factor, man.
I said that yesterday.
Thank you, mean that ass factor, buddy.
If you put him on
Grizzly fan, by the way.
Okogie's stationed in the corners a lot, so if Russ is on him,
my team
he's
is
in
the
prime position in the low spot to get a rebound and then push off the defensive board. The Clippers want to get stuck in the half court.
NMZ.
But you don't think Russ would be I mean, it really doesn't matter, because honestly, they're going to put him in action anyway if they want to put D-Book on him in the first place.
Russ, bro, just leave that nigga.
If they screen hunt Russ, though, I think Russ can hold up fine in isolation. I think
he's decent in isolation, so I don't know why I wouldn't want him off ball. I would rather have him at certain times over.
I think
the worst part of his defense is the off ball.
Yeah, when he freelances, he can get lost. But I do think there is value, though, to having him on Okogie in the corner and having him win contested rebounds and push off the break.
Yo, Jay Will, speak up, bro.
Wow, you know Jay Will don't want to speak on the series, bro. He gonna be like, "Oh, give me till tomorrow. Let me wait for PG. Watch."
And for what it's worth, since he's not speaking, I think Zoo and Ayton could be a wash. And I hate saying that because I really believe in Ayton's ability.
No, you know
I believe in his talent.
Why do niggas keep saying
I think
this?
that could be a wash.
No, I said this earlier. I think Zubac can outplay Ayton in that series if he puts his heart to it. Yeah, absolutely. He's a better defender than Ayton, by the way, too. So that's a whole nother discussion. He's not a better offensive player, but Zubac is absolutely a better defender, and he's a better rim protector as well. So I'm telling you, man, people go this whole man. KD and Devin Booker, they could shot make their way into winning some series, bro. But I am not gonna lie to y'all, bro. People are gonna be looking so shocked when they see that Devin Booker and Chris Paul or Josh Okogie manning a POA defense. It's not gonna work. And they're gonna be like, well, why do they keep getting hit in screens? And why is Kevin Durant being forced to be an all-time rim protector? Well, because they ain't got nobody on the perimeter. And so I think they can win this series if PG isn't there. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. Kawhi, Man, Gordon, Powell, everybody, bro. Bones. I think they're gonna have a great series. This series legit could go 7, bro. Like legit. And then if it goes short the other way low, then I think it might go short. Clippers like up 6, like 3-2 type of deal.
I think Clippers have the ability to knock this out in like 5 or 6. To be honest with you,
nigga,
5.
why does every series?
Why do you keep
You guys
trolling,
have a lot
bro?
of
This
faith in the
5-game
Clippers
stuff is
offense.
not happening.
You starting to piss
The Clippers
Hey,
offense.
It's
I
not
don't know.
5 games with KD.
NMZ,
It's not
You
5
guys are
games.
putting a lot of faith in the Clippers
They got the
offense.
most
in my
up and
opinion.
down I've ever fucking seen, bro. These bum ass niggas ain't hitting 43s a game, bro.
I think 5 and 6 is
Nigga,
and the Suns are.
Five
what
is
the
crazy.
fuck, AJ? The Suns are hitting 43s a game.
5 is crazy.
They don't need threes. They got KD.
He's
so the Clippers don't got
disgusting,
Kawhi.
bro.
The Clippers don't
Yeah,
got
KD
Kawhi.
last
He's
year.
disgusting.
The Clippers don't have Kawhi, AJ.
I don't know who that is.
Who's the better playoff performer?
Yeah, regardless, I
Lo,
think he
Lo,
gets
I heard
his
you
due.
finna say something.
Kevin Durant is gonna have this
No,
series.
but
They got
nobody's
Kawhi.
concerned about the Clippers offense though.
See, in that NMZ, that's
I agree with what Swiper said. I'm not that concerned with it because
I'm worried about their defense.
no, you're not worried
Because of
about
their
their
defense.
defense, bro. I think that's pretty insane. I think
I've got
Durant
more
gets
faith
his
in the
regardless.
Clippers defense.
Our defense is trash.
Yeah, bro. I'm worried about the defense
Lord have
more than
mercy.
Hold on.
honestly.
Like you talk
Oh,
about
y'all bro
our
went up to
defense, right?
troll. I know what time y'all
I
on.
swear to God, I'm not even trolling. Like, if you talk about our defense, right? You talked about Terrence Mann playing a lot of minutes and he should be guarding Devin Booker. First of all, Eric Gordon has played 25 minutes the last 20 games. Terrence Mann has only played 22 minutes, and that's a
play a
problem.
lot of minutes.
Hold on. I'm saying that in terms of our defense, right? We play a lot of guards, and Terrence Mann, when he comes in, he's looked at as a 3 because we put in Bones and Norm ever since Norm has come back from the injury.
Yuck.
So, the first 2 guards are Russ and Eric Gordon, and the next primary guards are Bones Highland and Norman Powell. That's not defense at all, right? And if you talk about Devin Booker's matchup, Devin Booker is going to be guarded by Eric Gordon because they need the load of Kawhi on offense because of they don't have Paul George, right? So they're going to want more from Kawhi. And if Kawhi does it, he's going to do it in the fourth
EG's
quarter
guarding
once he's
D-Book,
finally fighting
Kawhi's
over
guarding
the switch.
KD. So, like,
no, Kawhi's not guarding
who the
KD.
fuck is
He's
Kawhi
gonna start
guarding
off
then?
on. Hold on. He's gonna go guard Okogie, and you know it.
So
And
who's guarding
Okogie?
You know it.
Stop.
Like
this
you
nigga.
know it.
To start the
That's what I
game,
be saying.
I can see
No,
that. To start the game, I can see that. I can see that.
He saves his.
Like,
He
what
saves
are we
his
doing?
legs.
Like his load on offense is gonna clearly make that the case. That's what Ty
And
Lue
all
has
Paul
been
Kawhi
doing.
actually would be beneficial in
That's
the
the
first
same
half.
thing they
I can see
did
that.
versus the Mavericks, bro. You're not
early
Russ is gonna
He's
guard
gonna
the series,
CP3.
you
Hold
might have to go
on.
that
Kevin
route.
Durant, right
So
from the
hold on. The
get-go, bro.
matchups are gonna be Russ is gonna guard CP3. EG is
Hey,
gonna
MZ.
guard D-Book. Batum is gonna
Booker?
guard
Okay.
KD.
That's fair.
Durant,
That's fair.
yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. I like Kawhi
But that's
off ball.
exactly how
I
Ty
think
Lue
if
operates.
they
That's exactly how he operates.
listen, if you only use Kawhi, like I won't say only. Obviously, he'll have
only.
moments where he's guarded. But if they use most of
Right.
Kawhi's minutes
Hey, Lo.
as like just guarding like decoys on offense, like just guard the guy in the corner and roam off, I think they set themselves up for more failure. I think you have to.
But that's what Ty Lue's
see the
been
nigga
doing.
scam down there. I see scam. Jesus.
Bro, you know you want to talk about his little team,
I know,
bro.
but I see this nigga.
Yeah, I came here for
gotta
Timberwolves.
interrupt.
Shut the fuck up. You ain't
You
even have
was
to call for
sending
me, bitch. Like, let my niggas talk.
Nigga, you sending me
Screenshot
emojis, bro. Don't.
Screenshot is crazy. No way.
I will say, I think it makes more sense to put Kawhi off of KD to start the game, just that way he can store his energy up. But I do think second half, turn it that third quarter, like as the third quarter wanes and as you get into that last fourth, putting him on him, I think would be fair. But I'm not going to lie to you, bro. They ain't got no answer for Kawhi Leonard. And I mean none. Josh Okogie is about to get abused by Kawhi Leonard. He's like 50 pounds, 30, 40 pounds heavier than him. He's 6 foot, bro. if Kawhi Leonard is fully go, and if we see that 42-minute a game Kawhi Leonard, which he looks like he can do consistently right now, I think Kawhi Leonard is about to put up like a masterclass versus
If he does, it's because that means that Ty Lue will finally bite the pill and start playing Robert Covington more, because the defense we need more defense.
Hey,
right?
bro,
Like,
Rocco,
Plumlee
Kawhi, and
is not the
Batum,
guy
bro.
off the bench, bro.
Rocco, Kawhi, and Batum, bro. That lineup, bro, might do
We
some
don't
numbers.
see that lineup enough. We haven't seen it. I've seen it yesterday against the Blazers. The last 65 seconds of the first half, literally with 1:05 left in the first half, that's what he did. He put all three of those guys in with Terrence Mann and Russell Westbrook. I'm like, bro, how come I've never seen this lineup, and how come you're using it for 65 seconds? And he didn't go back to it whatsoever, and he hasn't done it in months.
The winner of this series faces the Nuggets, right? Just making sure.
Yeah, they would hypothetically face the
hypothetically the Nuggets. Okay, all right. Yeah. Sure.
Even though I'll tell you this,
Oh my God.
I'll tell you this: if we beat the Suns, and we match up with the Lakers in the second round, that's cookies. I'll tell you that.
How you say the Lakers like the Nuggets?
He said that's cookies.
Come on, man. Come on,
Wait,
man.
wait,
I ain't gonna lie.
wait,
11
say it
straight
again?
wins is crazy.
Bro, he just scrolled like
You
and
just
it's
made
not
a
even gonna be
lot
the
of
Lakers
leaps
because
and
the Lakers
logic.
playing.
Is this nigga okay?
He made a lot of leaps there, like a lot of
Yeah,
leaps.
there's
like,
a lot of leads.
He
fuck.
said
Lakers
that
most likely
y'all
playing
yeah,
the Grizzlies.
y'all
The Lakers are gonna have to lose.
If the Lakers lose to Minnesota
gotta-
with no Jaden McDaniels, no,
I mean, they are
Yeah.
losing, and it's him.
and then turn around and have to
Jeez.
beat the Nuggets is a crazy leap to make. But I guess. Since Jay Will isn't here, we're gonna just move on, and I need
Jay
y'all to-
Will, come on, bro. You are literally laying down,
I
bro.
was
You
just waiting
fine.
for y'all niggas. Y'all niggas.
No, bro. We
No
called on you,
way.
man. This
Nah,
nigga-
y'all
Oh, he's
niggas everywhere,
always
That's a
bro.
doing
nasty
it,
I ain't
man,
losing,
bro.
my nigga. Look,
Jay Will's a nasty
see,
man, bro.
there you go. When y'all niggas be everywhere with shit, nigga, I ain't talking. The fuck?
No, everywhere we ask you a direct question.
Wait, tell me, Jay Will. I asked. I called for you. Like,
Nigga, you said 5 and 6 Clippers.
Basketball
Shut the fuck up,
analyst,
bro. I'm not doing this
NBA
shit, my nigga.
content, basketball is philosophical. Give us your philosophical answer on this.
Man, like this nigga come out the mute and say fucking Clippers in 5, bro. Are we really talking basketball?
All right, Jay Will, answer the question.
Like, nah,
Jay Will.
nigga ain't finna be talking about that shit. A nigga doing Clips in 5. What?
Come on. Answer the question your way.
Shit personal.
No, DJ, mute.
Nah, it ain't personal, nigga. This nigga played fucking much. That's what it is.
All right, Jay Will.
My
All right,
bad,
what do you think the series is going to do, Jay Will?
I mean, I think every series come down to Booker for me. Like I said, I'm not a sole believer that Booker is this guy that's gonna do this no matter what. No, I don't think that. So I think the Clippers defensively is going to cause issues because we don't know what type of version of Chris Paul we're going to get. Ayton, we don't know about his motor. So those two guys having question marks is like gonna always be an issue. I expect us to win in 6 if Paul George doesn't play. If he does play and he comes back and be somewhat a shell of himself on defense, I think it goes 7 because defensively, now you're throwing another body on Booker that could actually guard him. And now you're helping your team slow him down even more than you probably are going to be doing without Paul George. So I think that is pivotal to where now it goes to 7. Now I would still pick us in 7 because I just don't trust Paul George offensively, healthy or whatever, to be able to show up next to Kawhi Leonard in a way where it's like, hey, I got you, bro. Like I'm gonna step up for you. I don't trust that. So, but as long as he's there defensively,
And you trust D-Book?
he pushes it to 7. Let me finish. He pushes it to 7. So I think without him, I say 6. So the reason why I think we're gonna win the series is because of the bench minutes. One thing I've been encouraged about with the Suns is when Kevin Durant plays with the bench unit.
That's the
I think we have an
craziest take
advantage
you
there.
can have, bro.
That's the wildest thing.
And so and y'all niggas gonna take me serious, but all
That's
right,
the
say less.
craziest.
What?
Wait,
What?
what did he
What?
say? What did
He
he say?
said they're gonna
He
win
said-
the
he
series
said they're
because
gonna
of
win
the
because
bench
of the bench
minutes.
minutes.
That is the craziest
Wait.
I
take
think
you can have.
that's not the only reason I think we're gonna win the series. I'm saying that's one of the advantages I think we have in
You
this series.
said we're
they got
going
a
to
better
win in
bench.
6, and the reason I think that
And
is
that's
because
not
of
an
the bench
advantage.
minutes.
It's not an advantage, Jay
You
Will.
said
Well, my
That's what
fault,
you
my
said
fault, my
verbatim.
fault, my fault, my
Wait,
nigga.
yo, guys,
I got
Jay
other
Will's
statements.
big.
I got other statements to make behind that fucking
Yeah.
statement. If you shut the fuck up, nigga.
Yeah, Jay Will, tell
Hey,
him
watch
about
your
the bench,
tone, you
man.
fuck
Why are you
nigga.
so
I'll
angry?
get AJ on you, you hoe ass nigga.
Man, I don't give a fuck about
Yeah,
I don't give a
yeah.
fuck about no
You
AJ. Who
see
the
how
fuck
he
is an
said it
AJ?
there?
Keep this
Yeah, he's
shit
scared of my young
punk
nigga.
ass nigga.
Because I
My young
stutter because
nigga's
I
right
wonder who
for
the fuck is an
preaching on your
AJ.
ass, nigga.
Keep
Shut
this
up.
shit
It's a
I'm
parade
stuttering
inside
because
our
I'm trying to
city,
figure out
nigga.
who the fuck is
No,
an
Fuck
AJ,
you
talk
saying?
nigga.
about KD or whatever, nigga.
I'm stuttering because who the fuck is the AJ? Then number 2, what grown ass man sticks another grown ass man?
He
What
a
the
kid,
fuck,
nigga.
nigga? That's some
Fuck are
weird
you
ass
talking
shit.
about?
But anyways,
A
nigga, shut
boss,
up.
a
Nigga.
boss, a
Anyways,
boss
shut up.
I ain't gonna
does
Wes.
that.
You gotta
Wes,
share
tell him a
mission.
boss does that, Wes.
That's a fact. I
Yo,
got real hitters. I'm calling shots, nigga.
Wes, chill. Let Jay Will tell us
Hey,
about
Franklin
Terrence Ross,
Saint,
bro.
boy, y'all.
Nigga just called me a kid. What the fuck?
Let Jay, AJ,
Hey, Leon, go get him,
let Jay Will
Leon.
tell us about Terrence Ross, bro. Come on, chill out.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Talk about Damon Leo, whatever, big homie.
Torrey Craig. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, KD with the bench unit,
King.
it's been Chris, Ross, Craig, KD, and Bismack. We've been looking encouraging defensively, and Kevin Durant, I believe, in a 7-game series, it's playoff time. It's when to go home. I think that they're gonna be
Twitch stream.
very, very explosive, very explosive from a scoring perspective, carrying that unit. So I do think when unless Kawhi is being staggered with KD, then I guess it changes. But if he's not gonna be staggered with KD, then that's why I think we'd be able to have an explosion from that standpoint. So then it comes back down to how much I don't trust that when Kawhi's off the floor, I just don't see the Clippers being able to produce good offense. I don't see it because I think they already have half-court issue problems. So that's another issue for me that I think favors the Suns. And then my last thing I think comes down to it is I believe that as much as I don't know about Aiden, I do believe Aiden in this series plays good enough to where I don't think Zoo cancels him out. I think Aiden has the potential to actually be the better basketball player. And I think at the end of the day, any type of switching, because I think the Clippers are going to do a lot of switching. I do think we're going to utilize Aiden more in a switch hunt defense to where I think he has a good series. And I think all those things is why I think the Clippers will win.
You just said why the Clippers will win. He just gave his prediction,
my
guys.
trip.
He just gave his prediction.
I got what you're saying though. I don't think on screens with Ayton they're probably gonna do that much switching because I mean there's no real, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, it's gonna be Clippers.
I think they're gonna do some switching because of the simple fact that if Kevin Durant and Booker's putting Zubac in a lot of pick and roll action, this is what happened when they played the Pelicans the other day, right? Brandon Ingram was serving them niggas in pick and roll. Kevin Durant, I don't care if Zubac is playing drop or even if he's playing free throw extended, Kevin Durant and Booker I think will fucking serve his ass. So I think at the end of the day, they're gonna have to make a decision with Zoo on the court or even Mason. So I really do think at some point they're gonna try to hold Covington and Batum playing some 5 to try to switch the screen action. And then I think that's when Ayton comes alive. But if they keep the Zoo, Mason, and drop coverage, or even playing free throw extended, I do think Booker and Kevin Durant have a great way of serving that pick and roll in the offensive series the entire time. So I do think they're going to go to a switching scheme to try to neutralize the pick and roll.
Wait, Jay Will, if the Clippers switch the pick and roll, you trust Ayton to like punish because they've been playing Batum as like the POA a lot since he's been starting. So like if Batum switches on to let's say Ayton, you trust Ayton to punish that nigga or something? Like I just don't trust him.
But let's ask this question: how many times is it you gonna see Gordon and Powell on the court at the same time? That could be.
They don't play on the court.
Hold on. That could be a situation where they go 2-3. Or let's say if you got man guarding Booker and they switch the screen with Covington and man. Now it's 8 on man. I'll take that. It's not just all about wing on wing. Oh, do I trust him against Covington, Batum? It's not. Now I don't trust it as much, but I still think he could be okay. I think he could be solid. But then the guard switching, when I do guard switching, I feel good about Ayton coming alive against man, Gordon, Powell, Russ, those type of guys.
And you don't think the weak side help, especially on rotating off of Okogie, is going to?
Yeah, that's a bonus. I think
one thing about Okogie is, especially if they take their big off the floor, he's a good rebounder. He will find his way to roam around, just like Russ did in like when nobody was worried about him in the Golden State Warriors series and he was able to cross the glass. Kogi does a really good job with that. Craig does a really good job with that to coming over there, crash the glass.
I'm not saying they're not going to be able to crash the glass, but let's just say they do run very switch heavy, even on Zubac screens on guards, right? When that happens, and then Ayton is rolling to the basket with Terrence Mann or Gordon or whoever the guard is that they switched, you do not think at that point that you're not afraid of like Russ or whoever is on Okogie to like then rotate over and double and make Ayton a decision maker?
Yeah. Sometimes I think when it's the wing, I think it's like if it's a Covington or Batum, yeah, I'm worried about that. But if it's a man, if he gets a guard, I'm not worried about Russ coming over off of Kobe. If it's a guard, but if it's a wing, then yeah, I'm worried about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be Clippers in 5.
Bro, tell me how you say Clippers in 5.
I agree that they don't have a matchup for Kawhi Leonard like at all. They run sets in which they maximize the floor spacing, so little help can be sent. If they decide to send help off of Russ, not only has he been a little bit better with cutting, but also what's the coach name? I can't think of his name right now. He's blanking, but he's been way more willing to just take him off the floor if like he becomes
Ty Lue.
too much of a negative. Ty Lue. He's been way more like quick to just pull him off the floor if he's been a bit of a negative. You talking about the bench minutes? I mean I don't even think that is necessary for me to even explain that the bench is just significantly better with the Clippers. And I know you cited certain games with Kevin Durant in the bench. I want people to realize the games that he just cited. He cited the Denver Nuggets without Jokic, MPJ, and Jamal Murray. He cited the San Antonio Spurs, the Oklahoma City Thunder, I believe without
Who cited this?
Yeah, no
this is this
SGA
these are
in
Yeah,
that
yeah,
game.
he
these are the
started.
games. These are
Who
the
did
No
games in
this?
SGA in
which
that game.
And SGA, yeah, and then the thing about that game also is like it was a close game throughout until like the fourth quarter when KD
Wait, the
hit
Nuggets
those
did have
two
the
corner
all-star play
threes.
that game.
When KD hit those 2 corner threes, that's when the game was over. But like we were really competing with these
So
guys.
if Kawhi Leonard is on the bench and they have the Clippers bench without Kawhi and Kevin Durant on the court, there's no Kawhi. You like the Clippers bench to play
Absolutely.
better?
Have a better
Bro, have
bench than the
you been
Suns do.
have you been seeing the
If
way like the
Kawhi
Clippers?
is on the
Bro, I
floor,
like
on the
like
he's
we
saying
with the
understand
bench.
English, my
he's
nigga. I'm
saying
telling you.
he's saying for whatever reason.
So tell me
Yeah,
And
how
I
they're
I
gonna
see what
play
you're saying. I
better.
and
see what
I
you're saying.
I
I see what you're saying.
understand and I'll
You said what,
explain.
Lo?
Let me explain.
I see what you're saying. He's saying for whatever reason, I don't know why, but Kawhi's off the floor and Kevin Durant is on the floor with the bench unit for any significant amount of time. I don't think that that's happening enough for that to play a match.
Okay. Well, then that's clear because that's what I said. If that
I
happens that
mean,
way,
What?
how
because if
often
they
are the
stagger it,
Suns
I
gonna
said if
play
they
I,
stagger
without what's
Kawhi
it
it's not
called?
happening.
the entire game, then yeah, kill that argument. But if Kawhi
Wait, I
sits
don't
on the
understand
bench
that though, J.
and Kevin
Will.
Durant's still out
Even if
there,
it's
I
a
think we have advantage.
2-3 minute spurt, like which is not gonna happen. Like that'll when that happens, it'll be Durant was like checked in. He like went straight to the scores table. He was able to check in right before Kawhi, and Ty Lue just wasn't able to match up in that moment. And there might be moments where Ty Lue allows them to play without Kawhi against KD, but again, it'll be like 3 minutes tops, and it's not gonna happen. We're talking maybe. I think the best case scenario for the Suns is probably 6 minutes in the game. Now, you can lose a game in 6 minutes for sure. But again, I think what you're not taking into account is you said KD and his bench unit. Who is he staggering with? Is it KD and Aiton or is it KD and Chris?
It's Chris Paul,
KD and Chris. Okay, cool. And then who's the rest of that lineup? Torrey Craig,
Ross,
Raw.
Craig, and
Ross, and
Biombo. That's what they've been doing.
Biombo. Great. Now, if the Clippers are playing, and I don't think Bones gets a whole lot of minutes in that series, but let's assume he's on the floor for whatever reason, then I think he might have a point. But if it's Russ is staggered with Norm, they have Rocco in the game,
I was about to say Norman Powell alone, bro. Like
right?
I
Like
just don't see how
Norm is
that.
gonna feast in that
Yeah.
series, like.
Yeah.
But Russ is staggered with Norm. They have Rocco in the game. They have Man in the game, and let's say Plumlee. Let's say they're playing big because you're playing Biombo. They can play big. Why are you all just killing that lineup? Why are those minutes just like a wash for you all? Because again, what it comes down to is you don't have anyone who can hold any, especially in that lineup you just threw out, where there's no POA defender like whatsoever. Like Craig is your best POA. Who is keeping anyone on the Clippers from getting to the rim?
I think in that standpoint we just load up.
load up and just let.
If Paul is the guy getting to the rim, if Paul is the guy with the ball that's getting to the rim, we load up.
Okay, and then if you're loading up,
because you got Russ on the court.
Russ on the court is not that big of an issue.
You got Russ and Plumlee on the court, so we load up.
All right.
We just don't sag off of who you name.
Hey, Jay Will. I hate the way you
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not finna be worried about no fucking Rocco either. Who the fuck are we worried about?
Jay Will. And
what the fuck are you niggas talking about?
Wide open, bro. You're not doing that.
Nobody, bro. It's playoffs. Niggas is going to fucking rotate, bro. I'm talking about like sitting up there worried about there's a fucking shooting.
He's making a good point though.
And Jay,
but you really think the Suns in 5?
Like, no, I didn't say Suns. I said Clippers in 5 or 6.
That's kind of crazy.
They will talk to you.
5 or 6. 6 is more reasonable.
They will. What would be the Clippers' reason to worry about CP3 or like Craig in that lineup?
For what it's worth, you could stagger.
You said what?
You could play small.
Like CP3 and Craig.
You threw out. Like, hold on, Gus. You could play small.
That's
they could play small.
I was thinking about that. Biombo is not big enough for them to force him to play.
Exactly. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Like.
So what? Okay, take Plumlee out. Do what?
In that lineup, you only really you have to stay connected to T. Ross as much as possible. But it's
he named Plumlee.
Take Plumlee out, put Batum in, bro.
Well, you could do that
in the fourth quarter, yelling why the fuck Batum in?
Lo, I wasn't even thinking like that's cool. You could make that switch, but I was thinking you could dead ass play Russ, EG, and Norm. You could do that against that lineup. That lineup that Jay Will just gave were Chris, Ross, Craig, KD, and Biombo are the 5. There's no reason why the Clippers can't hold down the fort against a lineup like that. Because KD is the only person who's consistently a threat offensively in that lineup for the Suns. Nobody else is consistently a threat in that lineup offensively. So what you're saying is the Clippers won't be able to like stand packed with that lineup because of just Kevin Durant's offensive prowess. Because T. Ross is not scaring anybody. Chris Paul at this juncture is not scaring anybody, especially when the pick and roll is just him and Biombo. You don't have to be scared of Biombo at all. Then you're telling me Craig, okay, he with us, start the break, my nigga. Like, what are you saying? I'm so lost why that lineup is just a bona fide, like, if Kawhi's not on the floor, we killing that lineup. That bench unit is a real plus for the Suns. I don't get that.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you this because if you're telling me y'all gonna load up on Kevin Durant and just let the others shoot, is what you're saying? That's why y'all saying that?
I wasn't even going there, but that's a possibility. Like, but even if you're playing it as straight up as possible, and Durant, I'm saying, I feel like you're evaluating that lineup by saying like Durant can just feast while Kawhi's out the game, and he's consistent offense, and then the Clippers don't have consistent offense without Kawhi. But again, you don't have the defenders to feel that way. It would be different if you had real perimeter defenders to say you have to have a surplus like Kawhi on the court offensively. Norm can feast the entire series against that bench unit. There's nothing deterring Norm. Plus, your rim protection isn't great. Even with Bismack, who's, he's solid, but he's not deterring Norm from getting to the basket.
Yeah, then we would have to see how much of Robert Covington hurts us in that unit because Kevin Durant will roam off that shit to help with rim protection.
That's fair. I respect it. I'm just saying, y'all playing, you trusting your closeout defense in the series versus the Clippers. We'll see, bro.
Yeah, Rocco on the floor, yeah.
Let's continue to stay toxic. Are any one of those teams going to beat the Denver Nuggets?
No.
There's an opportunity for them, shot making. I think the Suns have a legit chance of the shot making too.
Does anybody have either one of those two teams beating the Nuggets?
Like defensively?
I don't have any team
Lo,
beating the
I'll tell you
Nuggets in the
this:
West.
I like the Suns a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I
if
like
the
the Suns a
Suns
lot.
dominate versus the Clippers, like if they come out in this 5-game series in favor of the Suns, there's a world, depending on how well Chris is playing, because there's a world where they could, but realistically, no. Because I just don't think they play enough basketball together. But go ahead.
No, I'm gonna if I was gonna ask Saint, why does he feel like Phoenix has a really good,
Yeah, if they get past the Clippers in like 5 games.
You was gonna ask what?
Saint said he said he really likes the Suns.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the top end talent. I think the formula for winning in the NBA hasn't changed too much in the recent years. They just have a lot of shot makers, even with CP3 falling off of his mid range. Him and that bench unit, I like those minutes a lot. We'll see what happens with the Clippers. Against the Nuggets, I think they match up favorably. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I can't say too much till I see the playoffs.
No, for sure.
Because they haven't played any meaningful matches yet. But
I think for the most part, I think everybody is leaning more Denver to the conference finals, which is understandable. Lakers versus Warriors.
Play show in 6, baby.
30 for 30, baby.
KB's not here anymore, so this is good. I can get this nasty.
I'm making food. Give me 1 second.
Oh wow, damn! Nigga popped up out of nowhere. Nigga spawned out of nowhere. As a Laker fan, even I have to admit, the run will stop in the second round, bro. It's done. It's cooked. It's cooked, bro. The Lakers just don't have the personnel to stand in front of like Curry, Jordan Poole. LeBron might get bought by Andrew Wiggins, which is tough. And
all right, come
Are
on,
you trolling?
bro.
Like I can't tell right now.
Yeah, he is.
I'm trolling.
That's not a troll,
bro.
Is
it a troll?
What about on the other side? They have nobody for AD, bro. How about that? How about that, Lo?
Bro, we literally seen.
Hey, seriously though.
All right.
Damn, Draymond do be
Can
putting
you
AD
stop
in
this
his
shit
pocket.
for real though?
I ain't gonna lie.
Stop what?
You're a grown man. You a grown man trolling on Twitter Spaces, bro.
No. Earlier this week, my nigga, you just said ain't nothing. Everything's sweet in the West, nigga. I'm not worried about nobody but the Nuggets. And now you saying today, nigga, we fucking losing to the Warriors.
The reason why, because I've seen more reps with Vanderbilt out there, and he can be a legit negative. And Darvin Ham has not prepared the team to run lineups with him, AD, and LeBron on the floor enough. And Vanderbilt's going to have to play minutes for defensive purposes, kind of disrupt as much as he can, which is going to really harm our offense. While the Warriors, they do a really good job. When everybody's on the floor and they're like locked in, they do a really good job at rotating around and sending proper help. Anthony Davis struggles still. He still struggles when passing out of post. LeBron doesn't have the same foot speed, so I do believe he's going to struggle against Wiggins in a collapsing defense. There's a possibility, sure, like if Anthony Davis shows up, he gets proper post position, he can beat his defenders off of like a dribble or two, so it doesn't take that long. And LeBron looks much more healthy. It's like time progresses, he looks way better than he normally did. Then off of just size alone, like the Lakers might be able to pull that off. But the biggest weakness for the Lakers is trying to defend players like Curry and Jordan Poole and the way that they kind of shift their defenses from east to west. I mean, shift defenses from east to west, and the Lakers struggle with that like mightily, which is why I think the Lakers have always that's like a really bad matchup for them. Yeah, so that's why I've kind of like changed. The Vanderbilt minutes have been like way too bad for me, from what I've seen.
Yeah, okay. MMZ.
Yeah, y'all set that nigga up for failure, man.
NMZ.
I'm back now, Lo, by the way.
NMZ.
I think he's away from his phone now. I think
he probably away. What you want him for, Jay Will?
Nah, I'm trying to get somebody to come in here and really give me the basketball take. This shit get.
But you didn't even do the Suns. You didn't even get basketball take for Suns Nuggets either. You so ready to push that dumb agenda low that you just passed that by.
What? What I just said about the Lakers and Warriors is that
he said the Suns. You really didn't really break down.
No. This nigga Jay Will, he yelled for NMZ and was like, "Yo, get this nigga in here, bro, because I need real basketball takes."
Yeah, nah, that is a major.
Nah. I just feel like you not really This what I think, bro.
Blazing the
For real, for
fuck
real.
out
When
that,
you talk
bro.
about the Lakers, right? You not really you didn't really just dive in your bag. You just made it about some
He
things you
is
just saw
blazing.
recently. You didn't dive in your bag. You just made it about what you just seen recently. And recently don't mean you gonna get what you just saw recently in the playoffs, and you know that. But it is what it
It's
is, bro.
funny how
I'm
you
making
say
sure
that
to
to
stay
him, but
stage up
when
for
we
something
said
else.
that to you about the Suns, it was, oh no,
What are you talking about?
this dude,
Because it's
Wait,
been,
so
this
but
what
it's
is
nothing
dude.
but
yo
recent. Your
J Will?
arguments are all recently what you've seen in an 8-game sample size against bad teams with Kevin Durant on the bench. That's what he's
Dude
Yeah,
talking
but
is
about.
funny, man.
I also made it clear about the faith I don't have in the fucking Clippers bench. Y'all can have it. I don't have that faith. So that I'm being consistent to. I don't have no faith. If Kawhi's on the bench, I don't got no faith in the niggas you niggas are naming to be fucking effective. I agree with Norman Powell. I agree with him. But at the end of the day, I just said we was gonna load up, make Robert Covington beat me off of a closeout, make him be able to respectable hit the 3 ball from time to time again to make us pay.
So Torrey
I don't
Craig
believe
gonna
that in
hit
him
more
like that.
open threes than
I don't
Rocco,
believe that. Nah, that's not the only way we just gonna score. I mean,
and it's
like I
not
said,
the
those
only
guys
way the
like to.
Clippers gonna score. It works both ways, but we're on a
But
different
but
series.
also Russell Westbrook is on the court, who I also don't trust. It's
No,
like
I trust Russ more than a couple other
I'm
niggas.
not gonna lie, bro. The way Jay Will speaking on Russ, my nigga. Russ would.
Bro, how we
Oh,
Matter of
back on
fact,
Phoenix?
Nah, he's right.
nah.
Russ
here
is
it comes.
cooked,
Matter of
bro.
fact,
Come
let
on.
me get in my bag. Let me get in my bag.
Yo, good. I told you,
Cause this bitch
chill
ass
out.
nigga, cause this bitch ass nigga Jay Will is talking a little too
Bitch
spicy for
ass
me.
nigga. Oh, shit.
Listen, Jay Will. The way Russ been playing lately, I'm
Ain't
not worried about
personal.
that nigga out there, Jay Will. The way you been talking, you leave that nigga open. Let me go on mute.
Yeah, please go on mute. Because I was about to mute you.
Wait,
Russ
back
is
to the
not like
Phoenix.
Yeah, I ain't
that.
I
gonna
was
lie.
about to mute
I ain't
Nigga,
gonna
leave
lie.
who open?
That
Yo, but
setup didn't.
listen. Back
That
to
didn't
the
Yeah,
do.
that was a
Lakers.
crazy
Yeah,
setup.
that setup didn't do nothing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to
Listen.
you, bro. We
Back
got
to
that
the
in the first
Lakers
series.
Warriors. I mean, great series, by the way. I have Warriors in 6.
Of course you do.
I think LeBron is obvious. I think LeBron's going to play well. I think the foot speed might catch up to him a little bit, being that, like, if Andrew Wiggins looks anything like he was earlier this season defensively, I think that might hinder him a little bit.
it's crazy. Niggas didn't want to talk about the Warriors. That
I
shit
think
crazy. KB, you know that too. That's what's crazy about it though. But go ahead.
you said what? Jay, what did you say?
Now I said KB, you know niggas was shitting on the Warriors and didn't want to talk about them, and now
No, I
niggas
know.
KB,
got them going to the conference finals.
hey
Niggas, that's
KB,
not.
before you finish, real quick, when you said like Wiggins and on LeBron, that is gonna be a problem if we get that
Let me
series.
get gifted up here 1 second.
Oh, yeah, true, 100. But look, don't you think that LeBron is? Don't you think LeBron's also going to figure out a way to get those mismatches
There's
that he
no
usually
way
does on the
niggas
smaller
is
Yeah,
going
guys?
he could,
all
but
the
the
way
thing
through
is,
these playoffs, bro. Can we get out the first round first, bro? Damn.
bro, we're doing, bro, gifted.
I had the floor.
Okay,
We're
I
almost
had the
done.
floor.
We're actually almost done.
Low. Your
we're
space.
do.
I had the floor.
Okay.
I had the floor. Can I
Go ahead,
continue?
go
You
ahead.
All right,
stop me from
appreciate
talking. It's
you.
crazy.
So yeah, KB, I was telling you, like, LeBron loves to get those switches on those smaller guards, like like a Jordan Poole. Maybe might get one on Steph. You think that's going to be a problem for the Warriors because you guys are going to be kind of small in that
I don't
series?
think we'll allow him to get those switches off as frequent as he wants.
Okay.
He's probably gonna have to get a guard screen, like, to get the switch on. And usually, what they do is like Steph or Jordan Poole will show high, like really, really high.
Yeah.
And like they'll immediately recover when
a lot of
they
teams
think
do that.
Wiggins
That's
is
true. That's true.
like when they think LeBron. And usually, what LeBron will do is like the LeBron of old would like explode past the defender as soon as he sees like the switch about to happen. So that way, just like it neutralizes what they want to do defensively. I think now, because of the fact that he's injured, unfortunately, as well as the fact that him just aging, it's gonna be hard for him to like kind of do that. He's gonna have to like muscle his way. Which will give like the Warriors time to still like kind of get that high edge and switch off, switch back to defend.
Hey, Lo, y'all don't got the rebounding advantage in that series?
We do. But I don't think that that's going to be enough to usurp the 3-point advantage that they would have, as well as our inability to again stand in front of a lot of their guards and shit.
Grown man
That's the thing I was about to say. The Lakers.
How much roll?
What guard?
The
Shut
Lakers post
Besides
All-Star
Curry.
break have been like a really good defense. But one thing I was talking about Lo and NMZ about this and like other people is like their first line of defense is so thin in terms of their personnel. Cause like Vando is good on like big guys like a Luka, like a Shea, guys who are a little bit like more methodical and like fast, like slow to fast type of thing. Like he's good on those type of guys, but like Steph and like Jordan Poole or whatever, like obviously a lot faster, move off the ball a lot more, and just are like constantly moving, like I just said earlier, right? So I think that like with him not being, I'm not gonna say like equipped, but like that's not his best defensive attribute. That kind of hurts, as well as like Schroeder's probably gonna have to see a lot in terms of minutes, which hinders their offense because it's not really that great of an offensive player in my opinion. And on top of that, it's just LeBron off ball hasn't been the greatest, to say the least, in terms of his like awareness. So I think that is going to play a factor as well too. I think the Lakers obviously have like some stuff like size and rim pressure that can really hurt us in terms of what they want to do offensively. But I just think what the Warriors do and how fast they play and how connective they are, and obviously like them knowing how to play with each other more than in comparison to the post trade deadline Lakers will also help too. So I just think that honestly, all those things played like in the Warriors' favor. So,
well, I'm kind of confused. Does anybody have the Lakers winning the series?
Yeah, I think they could. I can see a world where they win that. Absolutely, if they make it past the first round, number one, and that means they've locked and loaded done what they need to do. Then yeah, absolutely, they can win this.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
But do you have them winning the series, Swipa?
I mean, I think I picked the Warriors right now. But that really depends on me banking on a little bit of Andrew Wiggins and the Warriors not being an absolute like dog and pony show on the road. So that means they like actually become like a respected road team. But yeah, for sure, I'm anticipating they at least improve a little bit while maintaining a good home record and having like great home coordinate rating and all that kind of stuff, and Steph and Dre and Clay and Wiggins and Poole and all the vaunted small boys hit their shots and all that kind of stuff. But that doesn't happen, then the Lakers are probably going to win that series, which as everyone knows,
I'm gonna keep it all being with you, Lo, when we see y'all, because I think we will.
Yeah,
Austin Reeves will have his worst off-ball defensive series you'll ever see in your life. I hope you know that.
I think all of them will.
Yeah, I think the Warriors will have their way offensively for the most part. I think in a series like that, though, assuming because we're assuming that this is the matchup, they both get out of the first round. What I think is the Lakers, to get out of the first round, will have to be playing a lot better basketball than the Warriors per se. It might sound crazy to some of you all, and I understand, but I think that LeBron and AD will have to be closer to their best levels than just the Warriors. I think the Warriors can get out of that King series relatively easily. Like, I think they'll have to play well, but I don't think Wiggins has to be up to form yet.
I'm not gonna lie, Wes. I don't agree with that.
I don't think Wiggins has to be at top form at all to get out of that series. I think Wiggins could essentially still be in the same spot he was after first round or going into the playoffs in round two. To like, I don't think Wiggins has to be the best version.
I think Wiggins has to be well defensively.
Offensively, if you had to put like a number on his production, what would you say for that series?
What, like points per game stuff wise, or just like percentage of the player he's been?
Let's go points per game. I'm thinking like 15 a game on really good defense can make it out. I just don't think his legs are gonna physically be there until the end of that series.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I think y'all can get out that series with him averaging like 12 a game, bro.
Oh man,
I don't think
I think the Kings are for real, bro.
Yeah.
So wait a minute, you got Warriors. So it sounds like you got Warriors Nuggets conference finals. Who are you picking? In
no,
that
that's not what.
Don't put words
I'm not
in his mouth.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the host.
Oh yeah, I have the Warriors and Nuggets.
And who's the winner?
The Nuggets.
Oh, okay. You got the Nuggets going to the finals. Cool.
So Nuggets and Bucks.
Am I still trolling, guys? I don't know. Am I still trolling?
Yes.
No. You say
we know who you are.
Okay.
We know
I
who you are.
I don't fucking believe you, nigga.
But Lo, we know who we're familiar with your game, bro. We know what you're doing.
You just same nigga that came on this shit like a week ago and was like, yeah, ain't no team in the West can fuck with us.
Yeah, but then I saw more reps. So I did. I've consistently said the Nuggets are the best team. I've consistently.
But you talk about y'all losing this to the Warriors though.
Or you literally screamed me down like 2 months ago when y'all made this trade, and you were screaming at the top of your lungs and muting, which I know when you're
Hey, he said he being dead ass today, though, fellas.
No, Jay Will.
Let him have it.
He is saying that.
He literally screamed at the top of his lung that they beat the Nuggets in December after they went on their little run.
I've never ever said that. I never.
Bro, Lo, you are literally lying.
I
literally remember.
Why
this.
you doing
I do remember.
Yeah, I literally remember.
It was a if, but I never ever said I was lean heavy.
Nah, there was a day Swiper was getting pressed in the spaces. Yeah, I remember that.
Exactly, DJ. See, I don't need to lie on here. I'm not Low.
Hey, but he said he's serious tonight, though, so we got to roll with it.
Hey, but look, I'm not gonna lie to you, Lo. The Nuggets, they got to prove everything, bro. It's put up for shut up time now, bro. So
I wanted the Warriors to have
but I think the route for the Nuggets is fairly easy to get to. The which club is wide open. I think a lot of the teams they'll kind of handle themselves, and the chips will just land where they will. Especially if, and to be fair, I do think the second round may be a little tough for you all. But I think the conference finals, regardless who comes out, I think that you all should be able to handle them.
No, if the Warriors make it if the Warriors or Lakers make it to the conference finals, that means they have done everything they're supposed to do. So that would make that would be a very difficult series.
Us in the conference, you know what's crazy? Us in the conference finals means that we were winning on the road consistently in the playoffs, which also is like
it just means that you went to 7 in round 1 and 2.
Just one game.
Just one game.
Oh, that's all we need.
Yeah, but it's not consistently though.
I just want to ask this: who do you think the better matchup is for the Nuggets in the second round?
Like for them?
For them, right?
No, I'm saying like to actually put up a fight and beat the Nuggets. Who do you think?
Oh, the Suns.
They both do the same thing, bro. I don't.
Oh, they don't. No, it's the Suns.
It's just two teams whose best players take pull-up mirrors.
I don't know.
Actually, the Nuggets. Oh yeah, it's the Suns. The Clippers can't fuck with them. I know what I'm saying. The Clippers would lose to like 5 niggas.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think the Nuggets honestly should borderline sweep their way in 2 of those 4 to 5 games in 2 of the series.
You're a troll.
No, you're gassing. You're gassing.
You kill me, bro. So they're sweeping the Suns or Clippers.
I know. I said 2. I said it before. I think the second.
Not sweeping the Warriors or Lakers.
The Warriors.
They can sweep the Lakers though.
Exactly.
He didn't pick the Lakers.
Who the fuck y'all think?
Low literally has it to where.
Why did you just say exactly to that shit?
They could. Could they not sweep the Lakers?
Bro, we have the Lakers going.
All right, man. Y'all boys have a good night, bro.
No, Jay Will, don't do that, Jay Will.
Jay Will, you trying to talk ball away? Jay Will, you trying to talk ball away?
That's just
and it's crazy that we could.
No, but he said he being dead ass serious tonight.
It's crazy that niggas
Jay Will, we having a
4 hours together.
Do you
troll?
Do you think
you on the East Coast, nigga? It's after midnight.
4 or 5 games. 4 or 5 games
for the Lakers.
Sweep
in the first round. Wait. I want to be clear. The first round, 4 or 5 games. Is that clear for the Nuggets?
The Timberwolves, the OKC Thunder, the Pelicans.
Yes.
I think that's 4 or 5, bro.
I mean, the Nuggets just have to. Their whole thing should be going up 2-0 versus everybody. And I said this today. They need to be gunning to go 2-0 everybody, and then you win 1 on the road, and then come what may, bro. Let's get it done. That needs to be their strategy.
That's 5.
No, but that's not realistic. That's not how basketball works. That should be their goal. That's their goal.
But you don't think it's realistic to go 2-0 in the first round and then win a away game in the next?
Yeah. I'm saying that's definitely possible, bro. So that's not the Lakers though.
So you think it's all right, Swipe? But how long do you think it'll take for your team to beat the Lakers or Warriors?
My team, I don't play for the Nuggets. It'll probably take them about. I would say they win that series in 6 games.
6 games, okay. Both series.
I'm in big trouble.
Both series are with who?
Lakers or Warriors?
I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I really don't even know. But by the time the Warriors got there, bro, that means they're doing what they're supposed to do. So I don't know. I would have to see. I'm not gonna lie to you, Lo. All I care about right now is I just want the Nuggets to show up, bro. It's just put up or shut up. Jay Will, Gifted, Wes, everybody that's been in Facts and Stats. We good. Everybody. It's the same thing, bro. It's just everybody knew that they were healthy. This is what they were going to do. They were going to be the best team in the league. They've been putting hands on people. Then they sucked when they let go of the rope when they got the first seed. And now it's time for Jokic, Murray, Porter, Gordon, everybody. It's put up or shut up time. Ain't no more all this other stuff.
Swiper, let's be honest. You're a little nervous, aren't you?
Nervous? No, I don't get nervous.
Come on, Swiper. Let's be honest.
I'm not playing. How can I get nervous?
No, Swiper, don't answer that. What would you got to be nervous for? You just basically said they beating everybody. What do you got to be nervous for?
No, well, because he's kind of.
He doesn't know if they can get it done.
Yeah,
who said that?
Jokic hasn't got it done.
This is a year in the making.
I gotta win.
Who said that?
Man, this is a year in the making.
If slip up happens,
Jokic got the whole hood.
God forbid.
All those spaces of Swiper saying,
God forbid the basketball gods try to trick y'all.
You've been Swiper. You've been calling them the best offense ever when Jokic is on the floor.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
They literally have been.
Bro, it's crazy because so much shit
according
can
to what
die
offensive rating
in just one playoff series.
That's what I'm saying, Gifted, bro.
So,
Everybody,
so much can just die.
The narrative has been the other way, but if this goes the way that oh my gosh, Gifted. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Clippers getting their revenge against the Nuggets.
Oh god.
Look, if the Nuggets do it.
Wait! Stop! What were you about to say, Swiper?
Hello, is the thing on?
Swiper, what were you about to say? It sounded like you about to.
About what?
You said if it does go the way that you wanted to go, what were you about to say?
Yeah, I say low, your fraudulent takes, all that stuff. So, but no,
I've always had the Nuggets coming out of the West.
Any low. I literally,
what?
I'm a follower of your content. I'm a fan.
Wait,
okay,
hold on.
So I've heard what you've had to say, Lo.
You a fan of another nigga?
I've always had.
Wait, Lo, you
I have my notifications on when you post videos. I know.
Lo, you said the Nuggets are coming out the West. You've been saying that.
I've always had.
I can attest.
Wait a minute.
I can attest. Listen.
Because I'm not I know.
No, listen. I do.
It comes to his phone.
I got notifications.
That is.
I've always had the Nuggets coming out the West. I've always had Nuggets coming out the West.
This is what I'll say, bro. They have more to prove per the narrative than anyone, but I'm telling you, as Gifted said, if these dudes go to the final, do you realize how much crow people are gonna have to eat about all of them? I'm telling you, man. But it's gonna take a fight, though.
That's true.
If they just make it to the finals alone, that's
Swiper, if they don't though.
Yeah, we know what's gonna happen. Yeah, we know what's gonna happen.
Chinese.
No, Swiper. Swiper, what is gonna happen?
What do you mean? What is gonna happen, bro?
What's gonna happen if they don't make it?
It's gonna be this. It's gonna be the thing. Everything will be true. So all the fraud.
Stuttering already.
Swiper.
Don't say everything will be true.
I'm not really concerned with everybody else. I'm concerned about you. What's gonna happen, bro?
But with me, what do you mean? What's gonna happen with me personally?
We're gonna be. Swiper, where do you work that Mile High broadcast? What's it called?
Swiper, do you think Mike Malone would be brought back if they don't reach the NBA finals?
It depends on how they go out. MNG. It would have to be they would have to I think that if they don't make it to the Western Conference Finals and they're in a dogfight or something like that, then yeah, I think so. Because I think of all the coaches that have been around since 2014, it's Michael Malone, Steve Kerr, Pop, and it's Spo. They all have championships with Michael Malone. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Right, but he's trying to ask you, is you gonna be sick to your stomach if y'all don't make it to the final? That's what he basically said.
I'm gonna be sick. I'll be very disappointed. I'll be very disappointed, 1,000%. That'll be the first year I've actually been able to be disappointed, given the context. Because they had injuries 2 years in a row and then all that stuff.
NMZ, Jay Will was asking for your expertise because he believes that I'm trolling. So I'm gonna just run rapid
say that
fire.
again? I didn't hear you.
Jay Will was asking for your expertise. He was asking for your expertise. Jesus, who's yelling? He was asking for your expertise because
bro. That's all right, bro. I need your help, bro. It's all good. Hey, look, bro. I was asking you your predictions throughout the West because these niggas in here saying all type of shit.
Who do you think is going to win? Clippers or Suns? Who do you got in how many games?
Did he pick between Warriors and Kings already?
I have the Warriors winning that series.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Wait, NMZ, how many games do you have the Suns with?
I think that goes 7.
NMZ, you can unfollow me back.
Okay, so you said you got the Suns beating the Clippers, NMZ?
How many games, NMZ?
I have the Suns and the Warriors winning both those in 6 games.
Okay, so then you got the Warriors, and he said the Warriors and the Lakers are face off second round. Who would you pick?
I would take the Warriors. I think the Suns and the Warriors will meet in the conference finals.
Hold on, wait.
Wow.
So that means you think the Suns are going to beat the Nuggets in the second round?
Yep, that's what the Suns and Warriors in the conference finals means.
Why do you? What problems do you think that the Suns will be able to present Well, what type of problems do you think the Suns
Do I think the Suns will give the Nuggets?
Yeah.
Well, I think that the Nuggets' scheme versatility and postseason play has always been a little shaky to me.
Have you met Peyton Washington?
Yeah, is he going to play in the playoffs?
No, he's playing. He's definitely playing.
He's playing in the
Peyton
postseason.
Watson is
You know what's funny?
playing,
You know, no. Listen, you know what's funny, MZ? I was
Michael Malone doesn't play.
Christian Brown is
if that happens,
no, wait. I'm